Hey everyone, so no particular order, completely random. I thought I'd show my vintage stereo receivers, and this guy right here, which I picked up at Goodwill for, I don't know, 14 or 15 bucks. This is the one that started my interest and passion in receivers. Pioneer SX 780. I believe it's rated at either 40 or 45 watts per channel. Someone will jump all over me in the comments, but this is the one that started it all. Beautiful, near mint receiver. And the only stuff I've done to it was replace the LEDs with green LEDs for better illumination. Also had the Darlington power packs replaced. So they're brand new, and that's all I've done to this receiver. So this is my favorite sounding receiver. I've got it matched up with the KLH Model 6s, which is what you're listening to now. See, it's got the red stereo light and those beautiful VU meters. So that's the Pioneer SX 780. That is the Onkyo Integra. I believe the model is, what's the model on this one? TX 870. I bought this brand new. I'm actually using the receiver as a dedicated tuner preamp. It's running into this Carver M500T. With the glare, it's kind of hard to see it very well. But this is rated, if I run this as a dedicated receiver, I think it's rated at like 105 watts per channel. Going into the Carver, it's rated at like 235 watts per channel. But it's a great tuner. Sometimes the computer will make decisions that aren't always right. For the automatic tuner, you can override it. Remote control runs the motorized volume, but quartz locked, nice tuner, nice receiver, great preamplifier, great sound. That is the Onkyo Integra 870.
This morning, and this guy, who I'd never heard of, starts making some incredible moves. And I was like, I gotta look this guy up. So I looked.
So this is, I believe, a early Sanyo product made for Fisher by Sanyo. This also uses the STK Darlington power packs. This is a fantastic tuner, just fantastic. Certainly for AM, this is top notch.
And just faked a defender out of his jockstrap, and oh my gosh! And it's like I want to start following this
See
guy on
tuning
Instagram,
meter?
just because he's so good at soccer.
This is a station in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, my college town. Using this on a pair of Yamahas. And this sounds dynamite. Sounds just dynamite. I believe this was a display model. You can see it's got this dulcet tone sticker on this fixture, which I believe was used for some type of display model. And the Fisher on the back says that it was made in Japan, but still has the New York Fisher designation. Also does 8-track. Has multiple phono and auxiliary inputs. And that is the Fisher. This is a Technics SA212. I'm guessing this is maybe early 80s, maybe late 70s. It is a quartz synthesized tuner. It's an excellent tuner. I can tell you that this is a very clean low wattage receiver. This might be 15 or 20 watts per channel. It even has a battery backup to store the memory stations, the presets. It uses a compartment in the back that stores AA batteries. And I was fortunate enough to find this receiver with a clean battery compartment. But it is a great tuner. Last year, I remember I was tuning in AM stations from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm up in the Boston area, but was able to really tune in some distant AM stations. FM is also excellent. I've tuned in Connecticut and Maine and Vermont, also Rhode Island on the FM tuner. So that is my Technics SA212. I'll tell you, Onkyo might be about my favorite audio brand. This particular receiver, I have a soft spot for it. This is a Onkyo TX 810. I'm guessing this is from 1989, 1990, complete with the Onkyo selective tone control, which is more sophisticated loudness control. I should have mentioned the TX 870 has a selective tone control as well. This is a wonderful receiver. I have this paired up with a pair of Design acoustic speakers, and it's just the perfect match. All discrete output. Just like the TX 870. Of course, this is a much lower wattage. This is about 40 watts per channel. Wonderful FM and AM tuner. Has the automatic precision tuning control. Illuminated indicators for your inputs. Of course, has that beautiful vacuum fluorescent display. I think these are very underrated receivers, and if you get up on eBay, you can find these very inexpensively. Match one of these up with a pair of efficient speakers, and you're going to fill up a bedroom with some nice, warm sound. They have a very tube-like sound. I just think the Onkyo stuff is great. So that is the TX 810. I've started calling these two receivers bread and butter because it's almost like these two guys were meant for each other. This is a Nikko NR315. Below it is a Sherwood S7010. Both very modest wattage receivers, probably anywhere between 10 and 15 watts. Pair each one of these guys up with a set of efficient bookshelf speakers. Same deal like the Onkyo, you're going to fill up a room. These are wonderful, wonderful tuners. Nikko, I believe, was a house brand for tech hi-fi. Sherwood is still in business. Unfortunately, their products are built in Korea now and just don't have the same reputation that they used to. But look at that beautiful, beautiful illuminated display. I discovered something on the Sherwood that I did not know before, and this receiver has had some modification. You see this button right here? That is actually a power button, so I can turn this on and off. The previous design, the stock design, had a power switch built into the volume control, which they call loudness. But now this operates as a true volume control, and I can turn it on and off. I'm guessing the previous owner had put this power switch in, but that's actually a better design because these guys eventually fail and go bad. So that's the Sherwood. Of course, all discrete output, a wonderful, wonderful set. You can pick these up very inexpensively. Of course, you've got that beautiful tuning meter and FM stereo indicator. What a dynamite set. The Nikko, well, I love it. I absolutely love the sound of this guy. It's a warm, tube-like sound. I'm fortunate enough to live in the Boston area, so I can pick up stations like a lot of public broadcasting stations. This is a syndicated show called Mountain Stage from West Virginia, and it represents some of the best FM listening on any part of the dial. But look at that dial. Nice, beautiful blue displays. Loudness control, inputs for your phonograph, auxiliary, and of course AM and FM is built right in. You also have a tape monitor. Instead of fuses, it is the speaker protection are circuit breakers on the back, one for left and one for right. I wasn't going to focus on speakers, but just so you see, I've got this beautiful pair of JBL bookshelf speakers matched up with the Nikko, and then these Paradigm Titan version 3s matched up with the Sherwood, and then there's the design acoustics that I have hooked up to the Onkyo. So there you have it. That is my vintage receiver collection. I hope you enjoyed seeing these beautiful audio receivers. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, tell me to jump off a cliff, it's all good. Take care for now.